So World Rugby Rankings going into this week of November tests. There's some pretty exciting looking games on here. Not too much movement from this week and the results. You may notice some new magnets on the board. I and my wife together spent a bit of time to make up those magnets. So yeah, Georgia, Tonga, Fiji now get to appear on the board. So I've got a USA magnet floating around somewhere as well. So that was, yeah, somebody mentioned in the comments that I should go a bit deeper than just 7. The reason I hadn't previously is because I didn't have the magnets. But they are ready now, so we can go a little bit deeper. No change in the top 5 teams in terms of position, but their points totals in the background have changed. New Zealand is up a little bit. They are playing Ireland, if you weren't aware somehow. It's 1v2 over in Dublin. I don't think... Unbiased Rugby, who's another rugby YouTuber, I'll put his channel link down in the description, pointed out a little Rugby Rankings calculator that you can use to see what results will do to the rankings, and I don't think, based on that, that Ireland can pass the All Blacks this week, because they probably could have before that win over England, but that win over England has bumped New Zealand just up beyond reach. So, but Steve Hansen's come out and said this game is to decide who's the best in the world, so he's reading a fair bit into it despite the rankings, and he did say something like despite what the rankings say. So yep, they're up the top. Wales got a bit of a gap still to Ireland despite their win over Australia. They did move up a little bit on points. England down a little bit on points, so that gap to Wales increases a little bit, but nothing unachievable. Interesting that a few people look at the Welsh team and go, amazing depth, they're going to be really hard to beat, deserve 3rd, and then others who are saying ranked far too high, struggled to beat Australia. I think Wales are pretty good, but I guess they've got Tonga this week, so we'll see how they go in that game, see if Gatland kind of switches things up. I mean, hey, beating that Aussie team after a long time, getting the monkey off the back is certainly going to do those players good in terms of their mental preparation next time they play the Wallabies. South Africa got their last minute win over France. They're up a little bit, but not enough to change positions. Scotland and Australia swap. So once again, when Australia plays, they go down. When they don't play, they go up. They've got Italy this week, and you've got to think the pressure is on for that game. I think Australia could potentially drop again if they lose to Italy. So they'd be out of the top 7. Scotland, I think, can leapfrog South Africa if they win. So that's going to be a pretty Titanic clash as well. Is that a word for that situation? Epic clash, magnificent clash. It'll be a good game because it's 5 against 6, and 5 is traveling to 6's home. So advantage to the home team, but on rankings, South Africa is a higher ranked team. So that's one I'm definitely going to be watching. In terms of the teams outside the top 7, Fiji still in 10th. Argentina and France with those losses. No movement there. I think France did shed a couple of points. Well, part of a point, not a whole point, with their loss. Japan steady, Tonga steady. Interestingly though, Italy have leapfrogged Georgia with that win. Still haven't seen that game, but it was a good win for the Italians. Probably quietened down a few people who were, you know, pushing the Georgian cause for the Six Nations. I mean, that debate's never gonna go away until either Italy better their performances in the Six Nations, and from the talent that a lot of you guys have mentioned coming through their youth ranks, that's a distinct possibility. Either that or Georgia kind of fall off the pace a bit and stop knocking on the door, because yeah, they are there or thereabouts, and there seems to be a lot of support for the Georgian team. In my video yesterday with the question about which jersey I should get next, if you missed that one, I hit 5,000 subs, so I decided I'll get a new jersey, and I've left it to you guys to decide which one I'm going to get. I've been tallying up the votes. People have just put their comments in as to what jersey I should get. Georgia is not one of the front runners, but is above a lot of teams. Georgia is kind of like, if Georgia's jersey voting was here, they'd kind of be, I don't know, where South Africa or maybe Scotland are. Yeah, there's a few teams above them, but a lot of people like the Georgians, so that's cool. Go Georgian Rugby. Let's get some more support. In terms of teams which are not on here, beyond Georgia, USA is in 15th. Romania is in 16th. They're up 1 over Samoa. Samoa lost to America, so America doesn't move, but Samoa has gone down, Romania has gone up, so there is a little bit of movement around the table there. A few fixtures coming up this weekend. Like I said, Australia are visiting Italy. That's going to be a big test for the Aussies. Wales have got Tonga at home. So, like I said, I think Gatland probably tries a few new combinations, and we'll see how he goes with that challenge. The Tongans are definitely going to be up for it. England play Japan. They haven't met for a long time, and it's interesting because obviously that's Eddie Jones's former team. So how they go, again, Eddie might shift up his lineup as well, so might get to see some guys who are perhaps the second string, or at least not the starters, the finishers, maybe getting a start for a change. That'd be cool. Scotland, South Africa. I didn't see Scotland's game against Fiji last week, so I'm looking forward to that. As I said, 5th against 6th, that's kind of got the look of an epic, massive, titanic, whatever, lots of words, game about it. But then there's, I was going to say that's perhaps the one I'm most looking forward to, but then Ireland against New Zealand. Oh, man. Even without Conor Murray, Robbie Henshaw, these guys are confirmed out. Without Sonny Bill Williams, still going to be a massive, massive, massive game. I think a lot of the rugby world is going to be paying attention to that one, so we'll see how that goes. And then lastly, France and Argentina, 8th and 9th. So again, two teams in pretty kind of close proximity to each other on the rankings, and both teams looking for a win. Like Argentina still got that feel-good feeling, but a few more losses will sour that a little bit. That scrum needs to get sorted, and for France, heartbreaking loss last week for them. So how they can bounce back is going to be an interesting question. As always, you guys let me know what you think of the rankings. Are they fair? Do you back the team which is higher in the rankings to get the result this week? So AB's over Ireland, Wales over Tonga, England over Japan, South Africa over Scotland, the Wallabies over Italy, France over Argentina. What do you guys reckon? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you haven't voted on which jersey you think I should buy, yeah, I'll probably put a link to that video as well, maybe at the end of the video. But yeah, you guys let me know your thoughts. Vote on the jersey you think I should get. There's already been quite a few. And yeah, talk to you again soon. See you later.